I wanted to explain the idea behind the information antechamber and how I think it will work in this space. It's the Florence Trust, so it's a new space for me to work in. It already has a path leading up to it with dappled sunshine, which is normally what I try to create, that same feeling of dappled sunshine as you're walking into a gallery, into the information antechamber. I find that kind of environment I just want to stay in, just be in, and it makes me open my eyes and look at shapes, and I think it's a good sort of warm-up for entering the gallery and having visual experiences or engaging in visual communication. I'm going to include some materials, some close-ups that I've taken in situ, so I think the light, everything should be, I don't know if that's so important actually, but I will now just because I can. I've got 3 days before the exhibition, so I'm going to take pictures, close-ups of the painting, and this for me is like I'm sharing my experience of looking at that painting for longer. I've seen it for 3 years, like at studio visits, and when Anna showed it in progress in galleries at Chelsea. I've seen it in progress, so I know this painting in a way, like intimately, that the average visitor won't know, and a lot of people won't know Anna's work before some people will know Frank Bowling's work before, which is quite a new situation for me, because normally I work with emerging artists that haven't shown a lot before, and usually people don't know their work. Of course, I also end up with visitors being mainly my colleagues or friends of the artist, and so of course they do know their friends' work already. But yeah, visual cues that make you feel like you recognize, because I'm trying to avoid this the feeling of I'm trying to create cognitive ease where normally you would feel some friction in the sense of, what am I looking at? Why is this here? Why now? How long to look at something for? Do I look stupid? This sort of thought process that I think happens to a lot of people, especially people who aren't so used to going to exhibitions and don't work with art. I think art is too important to just keep making exhibitions for us who already work with art. We're probably not the ones that really need it. I think I want to introduce artworks to an audience that don't know that they might be interested in art, and I don't want to be patronizing at all. I just want to be the person that introduces something to them that they didn't know they were interested in. I think images can do that in a way that maybe a written statement can't, because I think a written statement is not, at least not the way we usually do them as curators, not a feeling of generosity really when you're reading them, and rather I feel quite impatient when I'm sort of expected to take in a text that's also on a wall, and there might even be a queue forming behind me to read it. And so I think if I can do anything to sort of make an environment that can communicate that kind of information, but in a much more dynamic and generous way that makes you feel like you have time and you want to be there, that's what the information antechamber is trying to do.